Alright, so there was a post made by Magist on Reddit earlier today, and in that post he announced that they're going to make some changes to jail builds, stalling, and AFK builds. So we're going to go ahead and do a jail build. I got Magic here helping me out because technically I've never done it and I don't want to mess it up. So he's going to do a jail build for us because they may not be around much longer. But during the gameplay, I'm going to go over Magist's post as well as the original post that he was replying to. First, let's go ahead and load in. So I think, oh, he got -2 karma on his post. I don't think people like it. I'm surprised he's actually replying, to be honest. When's the last time they replied to somebody? So he says, I definitely agree with you there. Jail builds are effective in most cases, but we don't want that to be the sole way people attack missions. Pretty soon we're going to be making an adjustment to make stalling, jailing no longer completely AFKable or break the game's ability to spawn new monsters. Those traps builds should still be fun and useful, but no longer broken. So I guess the first thing I want to point out is that they said they're going to be making an adjustment to make them no longer completely AFKable. And I assume that is not only going to apply to regular missions, but to endurance as well. They didn't give us details on how they're going to go about doing that, but we tried to take a couple of guesses. One of them is maybe they'll like despawn husk that are stuck in jail builds. Like maybe they'll despawn these guys and make them respawn and attack again, or they could just automatically spawn in like lobbers, miss monsters, flingers, smashers, even though you got some husk already jailed. Because that was like one of the main things I saw from his post when he said, or break the game's ability to spawn new monsters. So they could like just spawn them in automatically now, even if you don't kill any husks. And I think those are the only kind of ways they'll change it. Do you have any other ideas on how they may change it, Magic?
Well, okay, so the two ways I think they'll probably change it, right, is so notice how they're just in one tile right here, right, this one box.
Yep.
So if Husk are staggered in like a 1x1 radius for too long, maybe they'll just despawn. Right? Or like you were saying, maybe there will be certain like time intervals where mist monsters will spawn. So like Smasher spawning every like minute or minute and a half, something like Flinger spawning every 2 minutes. You know?
Yeah, because he said they weren't gonna make them completely useless. Like he said, they should still be fun and useful, but no longer broken. So I don't think they're going to be completely useless. But again, they didn't really give us details on what that adjustment means. All we know is there's going to be some changes coming. And we may have to make some changes to our endurance build as well. If we do, we'll be sure to point out any changes we notice when it comes to endurance. But I don't think he gave us a time date on that either. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and read the original post. Basically, the guy was saying that he didn't like how people are using AFK builds in almost every type of mission now, and not just retrieve the data, and how they don't always work all the time. And so that's what Magist was replying to. There were a couple of suggestions that I found in the comments replying to him. One of them said make the drop rates greater. Like when you go farming, you'll get more materials every time you go farming compared to how much you get now. Because that's one of the reasons people stall, is to save on materials. Another one was maybe give better rewards based on combat. Or maybe like overall team combat, you know what I mean? So like maybe you'll get more evolution materials to drop from the mission if your team surpasses a certain amount of combat or something like that. And those were just a couple of suggestions that I found. But yeah, let me know what you all think about them making adjustments to jail install builds. Like, what would you all like to see changed, or would y'all like to see nothing changed? So yeah, this may be like, you know, we may not be seeing jail builds like this for too much longer.
Another file.
Or if we do, we'll just see Miss Monster spawn in while they're in there dancing, something like that.
Yeah, depending on how they change it, there could be certain little workarounds.
Yeah. And we'll try to explore all of that as well. As soon as they make the changes, we'll try to test everything out.
Because if they're just despawning, then like I can see an easy workaround for that. They're just despawning in one tile. You can just make it 2x2 and give them their own path to walk around and keep getting recycled.
So yeah, it's not on Trello at the moment, so I don't know if we're going to be getting it anytime soon. But it is something they plan on doing. The thing with gelling, I never really did it myself. I know I play with people a lot who do. But I just prefer like the old way of building trap tunnels and stuff. That's sort of how I learned to play the game or whatever. But personally, I don't see anything wrong with them as long as, you know, you're either doing it on private or you ask the people you're playing with before you start. But I don't think everybody does it that way. Some people just automatically jump into public matches and start doing it, or destroying other people who are doing it, destroying their structures. So I could see like there being problems there. But I mean, as long as you're in private, I don't really see a huge issue with it. The only reason I avoided doing it was because it's just not the way I played it. That's the only reason. Plus, I'm stacked on mats, you know, so I don't really need to be trying to save any or be stingy with them. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a heads up that they're probably going to be making some changes to it soon. And as soon as we find out more, I'll be sure to let you all know. But yeah, enjoy those jail builds while you can, people. Enjoy it while it lasts. Anyways, just wanted to give y'all a heads up about that post that was made earlier. Big shout, oh, we got a million XP. Look at that, we got a million XP. Big shout out to Magic for joining us and giving us his thoughts. And again, be sure to let us know what you all think in the comments as well. Anyways, that'll do it for this one. Hope y'all found the video useful, and thanks for watching.